everybody, welcome back to my channel. We have some very exciting news. Any guesses? I made my own colored contacts with OLENS. This is literally such a dream come true. Like, if you've been here since like my first ever video, you know that I wore green colored contacts in almost every single video in like the first year of me doing YouTube. I've always viewed colored contacts as a crucial step in my makeup routine. And so this is Fairycore, which are the colored contacts I personally designed. I literally drew a design on Procreate and then OLENS made it happen. The reason why I named this Fairycore is because of that transformative effect of makeup. I feel like it's like stepping into another version of yourself, your own fairy tale. These are monthly lenses, so you can wear them for a month, and they're also super comfortable. I wanted to collab with OLENS specifically because I've tried a lot of color contact brands, and OLENS has always been the most comfortable. Because I've been wearing color contacts for so long, I was super particular with how I wanted these lenses to turn out. So look at how many samples we went through. This is how many rounds of edits we made, all to finally come to these two lenses, Olive and Hazel. So the design I'm wearing right now is Fairycore Olive. It's like a very natural green shade. And then this is Fairycore Hazel. This is a mix of a golden brown with a pinker brown. The reason why there's so many rounds of edits is because I have a very specific criteria for the color contacts I wear, especially with different makeup looks. If you wear the wrong type of color contacts for that look, it can make your makeup look worse. So I wanted these to be able to match any type of makeup look, whether you're wanting to go full glam or lighter on the makeup. With light color contacts that have little to no shading, you have to wear really thick, heavy lashes to create the look of a shadow. Otherwise, it's gonna look really bug-eyed. And you also have to wear a lot of eye makeup that makes your eyes look bigger, because those color contacts with no shading, they kind of make your eyes blend more into the whites of your eyes. And so that's why they make your eyes look smaller. Another part of color contacts that I am very particular about is the limbal ring. I don't like when the limbal ring is too thick and dark, because that looks really unnatural. It can give you a more dolly look. Still, you need to have a slight limbal ring that blends into the contact lens, because that combats that bug-eyed effect. You know, it creates a little bit of shading. So for Fairycore, these have the perfect limbal ring, they have the perfect shading. And then design-wise, if you've never worn a color contact with different designs, you may not know that color contacts, they'll always be rotating in your eyes because your eyes are wet. And so for Fairycore, I wanted to create a dual-toned color design so that even as they rotate in your eyes, you can always see the design, and it just looks even more natural because it looks like natural flecks in your eye. Like, you see how even though right now they're not pointed in the same direction, they still look very natural and pretty. I'm so happy with how Fairycore turned out. So if you want to learn how I made them, the process, the behind the scenes, or you just want to learn how I got this makeup look, then just keep watching. Lately, I've been starting with base makeup. I just had the shoot for these contacts yesterday. It turned out so well. I'm so happy with it. Oh my gosh, like, it was probably the best shoot I've ever done in my entire life. Like, I worked on it with my friend Crystal. So I came up with the concept and then she just like figured out how to make it happen. And the set that Crystal created with the photographer, it was insane. Like, it looked so cool. It looked like I was actually in a forest. I've done a few shoots before, but I feel like they never turn out the way that I envisioned it. But this one, it just turned out so well. But yeah, this process, it actually took quite a long time. Like, we had to push back the timeline of launch. This is probably like one of the most difficult years I've had, just in terms of like mental health. There were a lot of issues that I was dealing with behind the scenes, but this was such a highlight of my life. Just like brought me so much joy, because this is like a goal that I've always wanted to accomplish. And so I'm just super happy about this launch. Use blush. I'm doing my base first because I want to show you guys these lenses don't look weird without eyelashes first, because there are some lenses that look really weird if you're not wearing lashes. I've tried a lot of colored contact brands and I have always felt that OLENS is just the comfiest. They also have like the most realistic colors in my opinion. The reason why I've always worn colored contacts in my videos is because I view it as like a step of makeup. When I first started YouTube, it was more of like a creative outlet for me. I was still in high school and I was like really stressed because I was taking a bunch of AP classes and just trying to get into a good college. And on the weekends, I would always play with makeup. I loved the transformative aspect of makeup where it feels like you're stepping into another version of yourself, and colored contacts really help you like step into that version of yourself, right? Like, it's just another aspect of that transformation. So I wanted the concept of this to be like you're stepping into your own fairy tale. I'm just gonna add a little bit of like a cool tone blush right underneath the eyes and then on the nose. I'm gonna do the nose highlight, and then I'm just gonna fill in the brow slightly. I'm leaving the eyes for last because I want to show you guys how these contacts look with no eye makeup and how natural they look. even with like a full face. Because in my experience with like other green or colored contacts, I'm sure if you guys have tried colored contacts, you've experienced this. There are a lot of colored contacts that like don't have proper shading. So if you're not wearing thick lashes that create like a shadow over your eye, it just looks super weird and unnatural. Like I will include a picture, but these, because I created like a specific kind of like shadow design, it looks super natural even if you're wearing like a full face with no eye makeup. So let's do lipstick. This is the Lily by Red Smiley Lip Blending Stick, by the way. Every time I wear this, people ask me what it is. Because it's like a thicker tip, it gives you that like smudged lip line that I really like. And then I'm using my Fairycore Milky Brown Lip Liner on the top to create like 3D effect. And then of course, Fairycore Ink the Velvet number 17. I'm just gonna blend it all together. Full face is done. Ignore my flyaways. Look at how natural these look. Here's the difference between my real eye color and these contacts. Here you can see the difference, and then this is without contacts at all. Here's one eye with hazel and one eye without. And then here's both eyes with hazel. Another thing about colored contacts is that if they make your eyes look lighter, they can make your eyes look really bug-eyed. And so in this design, I took a lot of steps to combat that. The first one being the limbo ring. This gives you a really natural shading to your eyes so that it doesn't look so like popping out, especially if you want to wear lighter makeup on a specific day. Another thing is colored contacts, when they make your eyes look lighter, they also make your eyes look smaller. You'll notice if you wear colored contacts that make your eyes look a lot lighter, you feel like you need to wear makeup with it. So to combat that, I made these contacts slightly larger. They're not like so big that they look like too dolly. It just looks very natural without making your eyes look smaller. And then I also added shading. So there's a lighter color and then a darker color on the sides. Okay, I put back in my green contacts and let's finish up this makeup look. I'm using this light purple as a transition shade. And then I'm gonna take this cool tone pink blush all over the eyelid. Bring that under as well. Lately, I really like having a lot of eyeshadow on the lower eyelid and then blend it out. This works a lot better if you apply it with your finger and then blend out the edge. Lately, I've been using purple eyeliner, and especially with the green colored contacts, it really complements it. Then I'm gonna use the purple palette again to blend it out. And then I'm gonna take this pastel green eyeliner from Pixie and then just line right here. And then I'm also gonna bring this onto the brow bone. Blend it out to create like this highlight green effect. Next, I'm gonna use this shimmer shade. It has a little bit of a greenish golden sheen. So I'm gonna use that to set the green liner. And then I'm also gonna bring it up here. Going back to the purple palette, I'm mixing these two shades and then I'm gonna line right underneath the green liner. And then I'm gonna use only the darker purple to line the outer corner and then drag it out. Take the lighter purple and then let's blend it down. I'm taking this Addiction Tokyo liner and I'm just going to line the bottom of the liner. I'm using a liquid liner to sharpen the wing. This one's from Judy Doll. It has like a super fine tip, you can see, so it gives you a really sharp line. I want a little bit of shimmer on the upper eyelid, so I'm taking that same shimmer we used earlier and then just dotting it. I'm just lightly tapping it. And then I'm going to apply a little bit more in the inner corner. For a highlighter in the inner corner, I'm also applying the green liner. I have to tell you guys about this. So you guys know since the beginning of my channel, I've been using this Shiseido eyelash curler. It's been my go-to all of these years just because it was the most flat one that I could find on the market. And so like when you curl your lashes, you need it to be like really close, right? I've recently found one that's even flatter. I don't know if you can see the difference. Do you see the difference? This one's clearly flatter. Like if you stack them, this one just has a slight less curvature, and because of that, it gets even closer to your eye. It gets so close and it's so comfortable. Like this is by far the best eyelash curler I've tried. This is from the brand Reefer, by the way. They have another curled type of eyelash curler for like people with more deep set eyes. But yeah, this one is the best one. I think it's a Japanese brand. And then lately, I've also incorporated a half lash curler into my routine. This is from the brand Oki. This one really helps you get into the corners where you couldn't really curl them. Next, I'm using this lash set from the brand Floor Tea. It's my favorite Chinese makeup brand. I'm gonna use this style on the outer corner and then this style on the inner corner. I'm applying these under my natural lashes. You're not supposed to apply mascara before you do this. It just makes it harder to remove the lashes after. So just apply it to your natural lash and then you can apply mascara after. When you're doing these types of lashes, by the way, you want to follow the way that the natural lash stands. Unless you're going for like a more cat eye look, you can point all the lashes outwards. As I get to the inner corner, I'm turning it this way. You see how the lash goes in this way now? I feel like this is a mistake a lot of people make when applying individual lashes underneath their natural lash line. You need to place it in a way that the direction makes sense. If you don't, it just looks a little bit messy. Taking the purple eyeliner again, I'm just going to fill in the waterline and also the base of the lashes so the glue doesn't show. And then let's do the lower lashes. I'm not gonna go too far into the intersection because I like the highlight effect. So we're only applying it here and then pinching them together. Ignore all of the inner corner lashes here. You can see they look kind of invisible because they're covered with the green. Since we applied this highlighter inner corner here, it gives you like that contoured elf looking eye. And if you apply mascara here, it just defeats the purpose because it's gonna create this rounder eye shape. That's why I'm leaving this area without mascara. You'll also notice that I left this area without mascara. If you apply mascara here, it also drags this section down. Mascara kind of makes your eyes look bigger in that section. And we want that upturned like fairy, pixie, elf type of look. So that's why I'm leaving this area without mascara as well. Apply some eyeliner here as well. And then I'm gonna apply some eyelid tape to give like an eye lift effect. I only apply this on the outer corner. You see how it just lifts the outer corner up a little bit? I'm actually also going to apply a little bit of brow gel. So I'm using this one from Unleashia. I like doing this as the last step because if you apply it before everything, the stickiness of it could mess up the texture and like powders can get caught in it, so it'll just look like a really powdery eyebrow, which we do not want. I like the look of like a wet eyebrow. Since we did the eyes now, I want a brighter pink blush, so I'm just going to apply it here. That's so pretty. I'm gonna take the same pink blush we used earlier and apply it right underneath the eyes, on the nose again, just heavier this time. Then taking this purple eyeshadow we've been using, I'm going to contour the blush. Apply the darker shade on the outer corner of the cheek. If you don't do this, the blush can tend to look a little too flat, especially since I don't contour the outer corners of my face anymore. And then taking this white blush, I've been loving using this as a pressed powder. So I just like kind of conceal hyperpigmentation. And then on the chin, I kind of want to change the lip color. Should we do this color? Ooh, I know. We should apply the green as a nose highlight. And then I'm gonna apply the shimmer on top and blend it out. It's so cute. I'm taking the white powder and then setting it. I'm gonna apply a little bit of the white powder along the bridge. Lastly, I'm gonna use this setting spray. This is the Divine Water Perfecting Mist. Actually, I wouldn't really say this is a setting spray. They call it a perfecting mist. And it's because it helps like refresh your makeup. It just makes your skin look better, especially if you apply a lot of powders like I do. And this is the complete makeup. Thank you so much for watching. Remember to check out my collection with OLENS called Fairy Charm. It's out now and you can find it at the link in my description box. I'm so proud of this collection, so let me know what you think of it in the comments. And if you get it, please tag me in your pictures so I can see and reshare them. And I will see you in my next video. Bye!